together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we say making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim, and today we have not a completely full card. We have, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in the NBA, 6 games in the NHL. So we get decent cards, but they're not overwhelming, which are nice. I like. I like non-overwhelming cards. Those are generally like the mid-sized cards. Those are fun. But quick recap of yesterday, which was a strong day. Yesterday I finished up 7.10 units. So definitely no complaints for me here. We'll start with the NHL. Buffalo Sabres plus 120. They lose in overtime. Frustrating there. Montreal plus 115. Nice little winner there. Bad beat on the Sharks first period. That was absolutely brutal.
Did you actually bet the Sharks first period?
Yes, I did.
Why?
I thought the line was too wide. I like the momentum that the Sharks are bringing in. And I thought potentially that was the time for them to strike against the Lightning when they were still rusty after a few days off. I was wrong.
What was it, a bad line?
In the long term, yeah. Last night, absolutely not. But that's just me though. And then later in the night, had the over in the Edmonton game. That was a winner by the second period. And the Blues win in overtime. So lost one game in overtime, won another game in overtime. The Blues are a bet on team until further notice. This has been a team I've been riding since they hired Jim Montgomery, and I believe they're 4-0-1 in those games. So this is a Blues team that's been on fire lately. College basketball is strong too. It was a 5-1 day in college hoops. Southern Miss minus 2.5 was a winner. Stephen F. Austin plus 5.5 was a winner. Texas A&M minus 8.5 was the only loser. They lose outright as 8.5 point favorites. UC Davis minus 2 was a winner. San Fran minus 7.5 was a winner. UC Irvine minus 15.5 was a winner. So overall, a really strong day in college hoops. Split out in the NFL. The Lions minus 3. I mentioned that I wanted them at the 3. I did not want them at the 3.5. Well, yeah, they pushed. The team total over comes through though, over 28.5. And I will say it. I said it yesterday. I got criticism for saying it yesterday. I'm gonna say it again. The Lions are the best team in football. And I don't think it's particularly close. Yes, I get it. It was a little bit of a closer game yesterday against the Packers. They literally, a few weeks ago, beat the shit out of the Packers. So you knew the Packers' best effort was coming.
That and there was a couple of line players that were injured.
The Lions, I was going to say, there was a lot of Lions defensive players that were hurt, and they still won the game. So if this is what this team is going to be doing against still really good competition in the Green Bay Packers during when they're hurt, imagine when they're healthy. And then went 2-1 in the NBA. Bulls plus 2.5. They win outright, which was a nice one there. The Raptors plus 10 was a loser. And the good old reliable team total over against the Washington Wizards comes through. That has been an absolute cash cow for me this year. And the Mavericks blew that out of the water. I think they put up 130-something points. Team total over 123.5, an easy winner there. So overall, 11-4, up 7.10 units. And then once you're done breaking it down, I'm just going to show, though, that my 11-4 was not good enough last night.
I will say it was, on the site it was good. You mentioned our nice 5-1 college basketball night. With Southern Miss, which we got at a 1.5. It closed at a 4.5. It did not matter. SFA was a nice winner. Texas MCC was the only loser. The Aggies of what was it? UC Davis, nice winner there. The Dons -9 was a winner, and UC Irvine remains undefeated. They're one of 6 or 7 undefeated teams still left in the.
I remember I was a big fan of the Anteaters last season.
So good for them. They keep on rolling with their stuff. I cannot have a winning night in the NBA for the life of me right now. My only winner was the Pelicans. I took the Pelicans. The Nuggets, who did not cover. The Raptors, who did not cover. And the over in the Rockets game, which came nowhere near it. Both teams' offenses were pathetic. And then your hockey went 2-1. Sabres were the loser. Canadians were a winner. And so was the over in the Oilers game. Just overall, I guess it's been a little bit more frustrating for me because I feel like I'm good in the NBA, and then the last little while I have not been good in the NBA. So it's just like it's kind of frustrating, but it is what it is. I'm going to end up figuring out exactly where we're at for college basketball. Because we're not profitable quite yet, but I think we're decently close, but I'll figure that out in a little bit.
Fair. Head over to the chat. Quick recap of the standings from yesterday, or the results from yesterday. And as I mentioned, I went 11-4. That was not good enough. It's crazy. I was up 7 units yesterday and went from first to second place. Coyote Picks went 15-1 yesterday and is up 12.95 units now. And Victory Trades had a nice day too. He went 4-1-1 up 3.02 units. So everybody in the contest had a good day yesterday. So overall, really, really strong showing from basically everybody yesterday. And wow, Coyote picked 15 in one day, and he has all of his recap in the chat there. But yeah, very, very strong showing from everybody in the contest yesterday.
There you go. You want to go to the chat, Nick? I'm going to work it a little bit on figuring out the college basketball because I feel like that's kind of important to know.
I could probably do that quicker because I know a good way to do it. But okay,
go for it.
Right.
Then I'll go through the chat then. 6-0 day for Coyote. Coyotes, don't get mad, but I'm not going to read through every single play. I'll just read what your record was. 6-0 in the NBA. Hell yeah, get it. 4-1 in the NHL. There you go. 2-0 in college basketball. 2-0 in the AHL. 1-0 in the NFL. And I will say I really like the Packers. I really liked the Packers last night. Unfortunately, they didn't win the game outright. Was kind of hoping they would win the game outright, but we would take a cover. 15-1. So yeah, pretty good day. A nice. You went with 8-1. There you go. There's a bunch of
AHL.
There you go. AHL games. I know those teams do not sound familiar. Yep, we figured that one out. Owens Sound Attack over 6.5 goals. OHL, KHL. Here's some bowl game stuff. Get it?
Some conference championships.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Conference championship, not bowl. You know.
I only moved on one spot today. And now it is Western Kentucky.
Okay. Canisius. I do not have the spreadsheet up right now. Hold on, I'm pulling that up so I can kind of take a gander. Canisius. Bang. We have it at 6.62, so it'd be a lean towards that way. Trouba out of the lineup. Could be a trade.
Yeah.
Who wants Trouba right now?
Yeah.
Went 2 for 3 on same game parlays. 2 for 4. 5-3 Canes back in the win column. There's some KHL picks. You thought you were catching up? That's rough. I only do that, so I'm at a disadvantage. That's not entirely true. I did put 6.5 units on the Grizzlies winner, though. There you go. Yeah, the contest is more fun and also more competitive. Yeah, especially when you're able to kind of have a little bit of rivalries, and not somebody who just comes and lays minus 800. First day, this is my first day betting OHL and KHL. Get it? I'm also new betting AHL. Together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the Twins we'd be checking in. What's up, Stop Geo? Nicholas Handy, 3-0 Montreal over Preds. Imagine getting shut out by Montreal. Yeah, they're not having fun right now. Not at all.
I can't believe Montreal was a dog in that game.
For real. Hello, everyone. NHL. Awesome NHL card today. For a Friday, it's a big card. I'm expecting Nashville to fire their coach. I don't think that's the only problem. 7-5 Panthers. I said they should have a day versus the Flyers defense and goalie. Safe to say they did. Minus 300. Kucherov without Tampa without Kucherov shocked me.
Yeah, that was. Oh yeah, that was another reason why I liked. Who do you call it? San Jose last night. It was that price, and yeah.
I was wrong about the Sharks too, but it passed. Blues are elite confirmed. Hawks fired their coach, so we're going to be backing them like the Blues.
I don't know.
Celebrini was chasing a rookie point record streak and failed. Damn. I am still going to be the Sharks on the Sharks tomorrow versus the Panthers. I like it. Lions will fail in the playoffs. That'll be hilarious.
I don't think so. I'm super high on this Lions team this year, and I think I've only bet against them once, and they were like 2 touchdown favorites in that game. But I've learned not to bet against this Lions team.
Fade the birds. Hawks suck. What's up, Earle Game? What's up, Drew? 1A team hires an interim coach. The new coach club system is not the same. No, it's not. Playing the Jets tomorrow, I'll definitely be on the Hawks. UFC, I don't bet UFC, so I wouldn't know. Let's go. Caps, Obi coming back soon. Yeah, it's not a hire. You're right. But against the Jets. Fair. I don't know who that is. Caps is a system play today. I have never been so nervous and conflicted to take them, but I still got them. I don't think the line's too wide. No. I don't hate the Blackhawks tomorrow. We'll talk about them tomorrow. Lost a 14-pick parlay because the Grizzlies decided not to cover minus 1.5 at halftime and instead 1-1. That's rough. Yeah, hey, the best way to go 13-1. That would piss me off so much. I like the Japanese guy. Yes. Well, because here's the benefit in doing the member-only thing is you guys are allowed to do whatever league you want because there's not a lot of people to grade. So, as long as you know that, that's why the member-only contest thing is nice because you guys get to do whatever you want. Besides parlays, put money in, rebet. They have okay. Yes, college hockey will be available too then.
Oh,
sound good, Nick?
Yeah.
Dan Campbell will make a mistake and they will lose because of the coach. I could see that. I can. Bailey is wrong. Stop betting parlays. Put a W. Fernando, what up? IceX, wrong about what? Never. Well, then you got to expect to lose. Let's hop into some NBA, Nick.
Yeah. We have the Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Orlando Magic. The Magic, 3.5-point favorites, total of 210 in this game. Line opened up at a 3, got down to a 2.5, back up to a 3.5 now. Line opened up at a 210, it's down to a 208. So move towards the under here as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow of this game as I'm looking at betting percentages in the NFL. I want the NBA. Let's go. If this will load, that'd be awesome. Where we have, there we go, 67% of tickets and 68% of cash is on the Magic. Line's moving towards them. 82% of tickets, 82% of cash on the over. In this game, the line's moving towards the under. This would be a spot where I would look towards the Magic. I don't like the Magic on the road, though, particularly. They've been a team that's kind of struggled away from home. So that would kind of give me a little bit of pause for this play here. They're 16-8 this year, 14-10 ATS, 11-13 over under, 7-8 on the road when they're 9-0 at home. The Sixers, though, 5-15 this year, 7-13 ATS, 10-10 over under, 2-8 at home. They've really struggled. These two teams just played against each other in Philadelphia, and it was a 4-point win for the Magic. So same venue, same teams. 2 days later, it's ultimately a stay off spot for me. Why this line's gone from a 6 down to a 3.5 when the only difference what is the difference between last game and this game? Where last game it was a 6 and now it's a 3.5. That does puzzle me a little bit as well.
Last game was a back-to-back with no Embiid.
Heard. Okay. It's Magic or nothing still for me here in this spot, but I think it's ultimately a nothing spot.
That's fair. I'm going to be on the Magic. I know I love to do it's tough to be the same team twice. This is the Sixers we're talking about. One of the worst teams in the league, and that is just music to my ears to say that. Oh, that feels so good. But this is a Magic spot again. And last time I didn't I didn't cash on the Magic by the hook. I think I do now. So I'm gonna grab the Magic here minus. I'm getting 3.5. So let's roll with the Magic.
There you
go. Back to the chat. Give me the under. Sixers, Magic, Orlando Magic. Pass. Isn't this the Magic's 5th road game? Could be. Oubre over points and rebounds. Magic. Friday NBA is historically unpredictable. I think the Sixers win. Drummond might play. Well, Embiid should be playing, so. Who is more positive in sports betting all time? Between me and Nick? I'm not entirely sure. Between you guys. I have not a clue, to be honest. Because we both have had ups and downs, so. Did James Harden go to the club before the game? It's a great question. I have not a clue. Why don't you ask him? Okay. Is everyone on Army tonight? I feel like betting college football for fun tonight. I feel like I want to go to. I've been flipping back and forth. I kind of want to go Tulane, but I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm on Army just because I've been on them all year and very profitable. Hey, if you've been on them all year, go for it. KHL. I'm only on Army because I'm an Army vet. Thank you for your service, dude. Yep, there you go. Let's keep on rolling to this game, Nick, which originally probably in the beginning of the year we go, ooh, this could be a good matchup, and now
Yeah. By the way, I sent into the private chat the record for this year so far. Let's get into it, though. We have the Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks. Celtics minus 7.5 total, 228.5. Take a look at the cash flow in this, or the line history in this one here. Line opened up at a 7. It's now an 8 for the Celtics. Line opened up at a 230.5. It's down to a 227.5. A 3-point line movement towards the under and a 1-point line movement towards the Celtics in this game. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one. 66% of tickets and 62% of the cash is on the Celtics in this game. The line's moving towards them. 87% of tickets, 87% of the cash on the Bucks are on the over, my bad. And the line moving slightly towards the under in this game. The Celtics have been really, Celtics have been really good this year. They're 18-4. They're only 9-13 ATS though. 10, 11, or 11, 10-1 over under, 9-2 at home. Milwaukee 11-10, 8-12-1 ATS, 9-12 over under, 3-6 on the road. It is Celtics or nothing for me in this game if I'm looking to go ahead and grab it, and the under or nothing for me in this spot. So maybe that's Bucks team total under. The Bucks offensively, they're coming in off of a 15-point loss. They put up 104 points against the Hawks. But this is a Bucks team that's been playing better as of late. They're 8-2 in their last 10 games. They're 7-1 in their last 8. They lost to the Hawks, which snapped a 7-game winning streak for them. On the flip side, we have the Boston Celtics, who are coming in off of a win, but a no cover against the Detroit Pistons. They won 130-120 as 12-point favorites. So ultimately, and they're 9-1 straight up in the last 10 games, but they're 3-7 ATS. So probably my guess is Celtics win, but Bucks cover. But I would only be laying it here with the Celtics in the spot, but not playing this one.
Yeah, I didn't feel the need to play this one either. No real point for me too. Celtics should win. They should cover. In theory, this is not a good Bucks team. Like yes, they've been winning a little bit more as of late. Actually, they've been winning a bunch, but they're coming off of getting blown out. I don't know. I don't really feel the need to go after this game. If this game, I will say, if the spread was a little bit closer, maybe I could look at it. But it doesn't seem like a spot I need to get to.
Yeah, maybe for those who do play them, the Celtics are probably a decent parlay piece. Other than that, not much interest in this game.
No, not really. No.
But we don't advocate for parlays here.
No. I want to take Tulane, but the weather is throwing me off. I don't think Tulane has played in cold weather. They do. Sometimes, I believe.
They don't really, because they are in New Orleans, Tulane. I do think
all that worried.
Yeah, I think Tulane is the second best team that Army is going to face the entire year. And when they did play the best team, they got blown out. So I can see Tulane having their way with Army a little bit. But
I can see that. Bucks, Boston, Bucks under, over with White. I don't bet the NBA, just use games for lottery picks. Okay. I mean, I don't blame you for taking that idea, like doing that. That's fine. Pass, Lillard rebounds, Lillard points. So Lillard game. Got it. Nice little parlay. The under, Porzingis rebounds, Derek White over threes, and Lillard. Tim, join the contest. No, thank you. I'll let you guys have fun with it. I'll stand back and see who does well. Bucks are back and healthy now. Prove it. I'm going to take the Bucks money line on Friday. What do they got on Friday? Or tomorrow? No, they don't play Friday. No, they do. Do they? Today is Friday. No?
Yeah, it is.
I would take them on a Friday. Okay.
Well,
I don't know why that didn't. Yeah. Magic for me. One thing I noticed on Fridays and Sundays are hard to predict. Tulane is public, which makes me like Army better.
55% of the tickets, 62% of the cast is on the green wave.
I know you guys are not doing baseball. Dude, how do you feel about Severino? He got his money. I don't blame him at all.
And one thing, yeah. I mean, the Mets were not going to give him 3 years. That's just not something that they wanted to do. And I have a feeling that the Mets will probably go out and they'll my guess is they'll probably look at like Walker Buehler or someone like that to replace Severino, which I'm fine with. Yep. Can we talk about this on the flip side real quick? Literally not even a couple months removed from playing their last game in Oakland, all of a sudden Chris Fisher now signs a free agent for one of the richest contracts in Oakland Athletics history.
It was the biggest contract in Oakland Athletics history.
And I have one simple statement for that. After everything that he did with Oakland and everything like that, fuck Chris Fisher. Yeah. So, that pisses me off even more that he just went out and spent that money when they just moved away from Oakland. Like, really, dude? Really? I thought that was disrespectful. That's just me, though.
Oh, it was. I don't think
you couldn't open up your wallet one time in Oakland, but now you moved away from Oakland, and now you can spend 3 years, $67 million on a 3-starter? Like, Jesus, okay. All of a sudden now, are the Athletics somebody who will look to spend money now?
Probably.
You got to think about that now. Are they all of a sudden a team that can spend money because they'll be going somewhere else?
For real.
You think when they get to Vegas they're going to be spending some money? I think so.
As a Yankee fan, I'm impressed. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if impressed is the right word. Kudos to Severino. Yes, for real. Raptors did not show up. No, they did not. Shitty owner abandoned one of the most loyal fan bases. Sorry for Kurt. No, I don't give a shit.
I mean, I literally just said fuck Chris Fisher. So
yeah. Coyotes, where did you get track that public nets bet? Jalen Johnson over par. Okay. Let's jump into the next game, Nick, I'm betting this game.
The Atlanta Hawks and the Los Angeles Lakers. The Hawks are now 5.5-point favorites in this game. Total of 230.5. This line opened up at a 3. It's all the way at a 5.5 now. Line opened up at a 233.5. It's now a 232 in this game. We have 68% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on the Hawks. The line has at least moved towards them, so they're showing some respect towards the Hawks. And then we have 80% of the tickets and 83% of the cash on the over, and the line's dropping here in this spot. This is a tricky game here. I mean, I don't want the Hawks at this number because at the Hawks at a 3.5, maybe. The Hawks at a 5.5, no thank you. And that, granted, Atlanta's playing better now. They've won 5 games in a row, and they've covered in 4 of the 5. All of a sudden, the team that can't win and cover is winning and covering. They're coming in off of a nice 15-point win against the Milwaukee Bucks. On the flip side, the Los Angeles Lakers have really struggled as of late. They're 1-9 ATS in their last 10 games. They're 2-8, or they're 4-6 straight up. And their wins are New Orleans, Utah, San Antonio, Utah. They're beating on shit teams, and they're not even covering in those games. I have no interest in the Los Angeles Lakers whatsoever. This is a Lakers team I think is overvalued. Now, do I want the Hawks at this number? Not particularly. For those interested, you could probably tie together the Celtics and the Hawks. I think they both win, but I don't advocate for parlays. I'll never be betting parlays, so you won't catch me doing that. But it would be Hawks or nothing for me in this game.
I took the over. I know it's the classic bet for me is find the Hawks game, take it over the total. That's just what I'm going to do. They've been a heavy over team. Yes, it didn't get their last game. They're still 15-8 to the over, so it's still a trend that I want to go and be back. And so I'm still just gonna kind of how I did with the Pacers a couple years last year, where I would just blindly be taking their overs. Yeah, I'm just blindly taking Hawks overs this year until the end of days.
All right, that's fair. That's probably going to be me with Wizards opponent team total overs until I lose like 3 in a row.
Yeah, exactly. It's what you should do. If you're making money doing it, go for it.
Yep.
Back to the chat. Give me the Hawks. I won't talk you off of the Hawks, but I also hit the Lakers.
Hawks are nothing. Hawks are nothing.
FanDuel, so take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, there you go. Lakers get right spot. Hawks money line. Lakers. FanDuel is buying sports. Yeah, I wouldn't trust their info either. No, I wouldn't trust FanDuel at all. Jalen Johnson over assist and rebounds. I like Wonder Sports the best. Okay. I'll look into it.
I use Action Network. But I mean,
Richard over points. Bet Jalen Johnson anyway seems right. I've been saying the reason for the Hawks' success was because of, Jalen Johnson. Give me the over. I'm with Tim. Let's do it. This is the worst road spot than the Magic's road spot, which is horrible. Fair. LeBron's 80 years old. Give me the Hawks. Jalen Johnson over his pros. That's right. Let's keep on rolling this game, Nick.
Yeah, San Antonio Spurs taking on the Sacramento Kings. The Kings are 4.5-point road favorites, total of 227.5 in this game. Line opened up at a 3.5. It's all the way to a 5.5 now. So a very similar line move toward us for this game that we saw for the Laker game, except for there was the road team that the line's moving towards. Line opened up 227.5. It's now at 228. So we have a half-point line movement towards the over in this game here. We have 61% of the tickets and 65% of the cash is on the Kings. The line's moving towards them at the very least. 63% of the tickets, 85% of the cash, or 83% of the tickets, 85% of the cash on the over. The line is moving towards that over by a half a point. I've realized I've not moved on any NBA yet, and I don't know if this is the game to get it started with, but these are the exact spots that I like to bet against the Sacramento Kings. Road favorites. I don't want them as road favorites. When we look at what they've done as road favorites lately, or just let's look in general as road favorites this year for them. They were 7.5-point road favorites in Portland, lost outright by 9. They were 4-point road favorites against the LA Clippers. They lost by 16. They were 2.5-point road favorites against the San Antonio Spurs. They lost by 20. Where's the other game? They were 9.5-point road favorites against the Toronto Raptors. Lost in overtime. The only time they've covered as a road favorite this year was the first 2 games they played on the road as a favorite. They were 6.5-point favorites against Utah. They were 6-point favorites against Atlanta, and they won and covered in both those games. They haven't covered one since. This has got to be Spurs, right? I mean, this has got to be at the very least a look towards the Spurs in this game. And maybe if you're not confident about the Spurs covering the number, maybe it's the Spurs team total over. The line is moving towards the over, and it kind of indicates that that's kind of what the markets are thinking there. I'm getting a 6 now with the Spurs. I usually don't like fading line movements like this that have moved a few points like that, but I think this line's gone too far. Spurs +6 for me at -110.
Good luck. I'm not going to. I know the line movement and everything, but I've been burnt on. Oh, this line moved a little. Like yesterday, we saw with the Raptors where the line moved. From what was it, 9 to like 10.5 area, and they get blown out. Those are kind of the spots that I just see those going the complete opposite. Like the direction of the line movement is normally how I see it going. And I don't feel like that's really a spot that I needed to get involved with. So, no, I'm not going to take the Spurs here. I don't hate the Spurs spot. I'm just going to kind of not go after them today. I don't feel like there's a reason for me to go after them today.
And that's a fair look as well. And I didn't really think I was going to move on the Spurs at all. For the spot, but when I saw it got all the way up to a 6, I'm like, I gotta at least take a shot here.
That's fair.
Especially with the Kings' track record as a road favorite.
Yes. Morning, Wemby's back. Ooh, that might end up being more of a King spot than if Wemby's back.
That makes
Spurs, Kings bounce back. Spurs need a bounce back. They don't need anything. And I had 26-30 Knicks, and I got backdoor by 2 points. Ouch. I know I'm saying out right now. He will not play. He won't miss 2. Appreciate it, Bailey. I have them to win the East. So.
They were last year, too, before any injuries.
Yeah. Nick, are we getting wild today?
Probably not at -215.
Yeah, no. Monk over Pra. I'm going to be on Duck Island today. Sounds like a fun spot. I don't mind Duck Island.
I probably won't be on the Ducks, but I probably won't be on the Wild either.
Line is moving towards the Kings.
Yes, it is. I don't understand that at all.
Fair. Sabonis Pra. I'm on the Hawks 11+ in the Celtics first half. Wemby under points. Wemby still got back problems. Today's game is big ass. Yeah, today's games are not fun. I would agree. NHL card is awesome today. Such great matchups. Damn it. I look at Ducks for sure. Got 2 games left in the NBA, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Indiana Pacers taking on the Chicago Bulls. Line opened up, there's a 3.5 point favorites for the Pacers in this game. And I thought this was a typo when I typed this up this morning. 248's the total in this game. Jesus. This line opened up at a 3. It's now a 3.5. Line opened up at a 246.5. It's now up to a 248. So we do have a 1.5 line movement towards the over in this game. Because the markets opened up at a 246.5, and they're like, nope, that's not high enough. 51% of the tickets and 52% of the cash is on the over, and the line's moving towards the over. The over looks very, very appealing to me in this game. And we have 71% of the tickets and 67% of the cash is on the Bulls. Line moving towards the Pacers. I was on the Bulls last night. They had a nice little win. I would like to go the opposite way with this game. With the Bulls being a very public dog, I'm very interested in the Pacers. And with this total moving the way it is, I'm very interested in the over. And I'm probably, I'm going to double up on this game in this spot because I'm going to get both these are on Bet365. Yep, both on Bet365. Nope. I can get 247.5 on Fanatics. So Pacers minus 3.5 for me, minus 110. We'll start off with that. And then the over 247.5 and minus 110 as well. I think this number is high for a reason. And I think the Pacers are favored for a reason here. And this is a bad spot for the Bulls. I was on the Bulls last night, very bullish on them there. Yeah, thank you. But I'm not as much tonight. And I'll go ahead, go on, take the money and run with my Bulls bet yesterday, and I will fade them tonight. So Pacers minus 3.5, full game over 247.5.
I'm getting 248, but I'm just gonna jump on the over. This is, I mean, it's high for a reason. And when it comes to it, I think this game goes, I think you can take alternative totals and you still can probably hit. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm going to take the over here. Total's high for a reason. And it's going to be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, this feels like that one game. I forgot what teams it was a couple years ago where the total was stupid high, and we bet the over, and the game landed on 300 or something like that.
Yep, I can tell you exactly what game it was
because I remember watching. I remember being on a live stream. Yeah, I remember being on a live stream and remember watching people on the live stream trying to 50-point middle it and lose on the under.
It was the Pacers and the Bucks.
Was the Pacers and the Bucks or the Hawks? I felt like it was the Hawks.
Bucks.
Hurt.
Yeah.
Defense is very optional that night.
Lakers will be fun. I don't really see Laker games as fun. I don't watch basketball. I really don't watch it a lot, but Bulls money line. I'm watching football, NHL, AHL. No, it's not. Perfect duck spot, wild look ahead spot to Kings, Flower and net, too risky to trust. Zach with his over rebounds assist. Bulls, Pacers, overtime maybe. Pacers are still terrible. As a Bulls fan, this is an auto fade of the Bulls. Pacers got blown out by the Raptors last time. Classic Bulls. Take off the med shirt, both of you guys. No, I can wear whatever I want. Thank you very much. Pacers should not be laying -3 to any team. That's fair.
Cool.
We got 2 games left, Nick. I will say this is the last game that I will have money on.
All right, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Golden State Warriors, 2 teams that are just like kind of tricky right now. We have the Golden State Warriors open up at a -2. It's now a -1. Line opened up at a 220.5. It's now a 217. So we do have a move towards the Timberwolves. We have a move towards the under in this game as well. 66% of the tickets and 67% of cash is on the spread for the Timberwolves, but 69% of the tickets nice and 66% of cash on the money line for the Warriors. So depending on where you're looking, is it's either public on the money line for the Warriors or the spread for the Wolves for whatever reason. I'm surprised that that's that way, but it is what it is. I'm interested in the T-Wolves in this game. I backed the T-Wolves, not their last game, but the game before that, I believe, for them. And they were when they were 8-point favorites against the Lakers. And they won and covered in that game. They're on a 3-game winning streak now, the Timberwolves. And we're starting to see some spots where the Wolves are becoming favorites in this game. The Golden State Warriors finally snapped their losing streak yesterday with a 99-93 win over the Houston Rockets. That snapped a 5-game losing streak for them. This is the 3rd game in 4 days for them as well. I'm very interested in the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm going to shop around and see what the best available number is for it. I'm interested in Minnesota. Are you on the Wolves here?
Yes, I am. This is a bad spot for the Warriors. That's my. It's not really me backing the T-Wolves. It's me wanting to fade the Warriors. 3rd game in 4 days for the Warriors. I just think it's a bad spot for them. So this is more of a fade of the Warriors than anything involving wanting to back Minnesota. No, this is just a fade of them.
Yeah,
so I'm on the Timberwolves, although they have looked better as of late.
Yeah, we're starting to see this line flip as well because I did get -105 over on Bet365 with the Minnesota Timberwolves, but we're starting to see some -110s and even -115s for the T-Wolves on some places. So shop around, find the best available number.
There you go.
I got the Wolves at -105.
Suppness, T-Wolves. Golden State riding that momentum from last night. Give me the Warriors, first game they played today and Sunday. Wolves. T-Wolves don't have the same players as last year. T-Wolves definitely don't, but they still are okay, I guess. Killed by Purdue Fort Wayne. And Predators team total under. Can't make this shit up. Rudy Gobert. Had Warriors yesterday. Now it's time to fade them. I would agree. These young guys are good in back-to-backs. Randall, 20-plus points. All right, Nick. This is going to be the last game we talk about for the – obviously, it's the last game of the NBA card, but this one's a 1-800 gambler to me.
Oh, what a beauty of a matchup. I was – yeah. This line opened up at a 2.5, still a 2.5, so really no help there. Line opened up 227, it's down to a 226.5, so a half-point line movement towards the under here as well. 77% of tickets, 78% of tickets, 77% of cash on the over. Line moving towards the under. 75% of tickets and 78% of cash is on the Blazers in this game. The line moving towards the Jazz in this one here. The Jazz seem kind of interesting in this game. Don't really want them on the road, though. But, I mean, should the Blazers really be laying a number against anybody right now? 8-14. I understand it a little bit here. They're at home, and the Jazz are 4-17 this year. So, couple of tanking teams. I get why the Blazers are -2.5. I have no interest in laying a number with them, but I don't know if it's enough risk reward to back the Jazz on the road, which are 2-8 this year. So simple stay off spot for me. It'd be dog or pass, but there's definitely better spots on the card.
Stop it. Get some help.
Fair enough.
Yep.
I'm not touching this game. If you guys are, good luck, have fun. This is an ugly one. These are 2 shit teams. If you have to go and choose between 2 shit teams, be my guest. I'm not interested in that. I'm passing it on my card.
Fair.
Portland, Blazers, definitely Jet. I don't know how it's definitely this. I don't know. Collins over threes. They spot. Whenever I see the Jazz, all I can think of is the Utah Hockey Club. Sharp 3 over threes. This feels Sabres versus Utah tomorrow. Hey, don't compare them. That's not fair. Pass. That's fair. Nick, I'll let you head to hockey.
Yep.
I have to head to work, so I'm not late.
Fair.
I'll see you guys Monday because I work tomorrow early. So make sure you wish Nick happy birthday tomorrow. All right, see you guys.
Oh, you're hilarious there. But okay, I'm going back through the chat real quick and grabbing all the official plays there because I've been sidetracked on that real quick. I think that was the only other one there. Yep. Okay. Let's get into some hockey. We have the NHL card here. We're starting it off the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Washington Capitals. The Maple Leafs minus 140 favorites in this game, total of 6 in the spot. As for my projection in this game, yeah, I have the Leafs as favored. I have them around minus 120 favorites in this game. So I guess slight value on the Washington Capitals in this game if you're looking at that. I have this game projected for 6.22 goals, so slightly in towards the over, but I think that total is correct. This has been a Leafs-dominated head-to-head matchup, though. 5 straight and 9 of the last 10 have gone the way of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So this is definitely a team that Washington has not enjoyed playing against. Washington coming in off of a loss in overtime against the San Jose Sharks, which snapped their 4-game winning streak. And on the flip side, Toronto is on a 3-game winning streak. They beat Nashville, Chicago, and Tampa Bay. They have won 8 of their last 10 games and 7 of their last 8. So this is a red-hot Maple Leafs team heading into this game. Do I think the Leafs win? Yeah. Do I want to lay $1.40 with them? No. This is a stay-off spot for me. Anything but overtime would be nice. I need the under point totals for both these teams, but no play on either. No play on either. Pass. What about the under 225? I can see it. Leafs money line. I would lean in that way. Hate to say it. Caps money line. Caps money line. Over 6. Why Bailey? Should have waited. I bought in at plus 120. Connor McMichael anytime goal. Caps money line. Same game parlay 4-1. System play. Caps lost to the Sharks. I haven't been on that system. I haven't been betting that system much. So that's not a play for me like that. No, I just hate the Caps. Can't get it to it. 7-1 in the system. I'm not confident it hits. That's fair. Matthews 1+ goal. Marner 1+ assist. Parlay plus 162. There you go. We'll keep on going here. We have 5 more games in the NHL. The Devils are big favorites in this game against the Kraken. Minus 270 for the Devils, total of 6 in this game. I have this game projected at a 6.5, which makes me very interested in the over in this one, especially if we're going to see Philip Grubauer in net, because I believe they did, if I remember right, I believe it was Decord last night. So that means Grubauer tonight, which makes me like a little bit of an over, maybe a Devils team total over instead of laying a stupid price with them like that. The Devils are coming in off of a 5-1 win against the New York Rangers. That was back on December the 2nd, though. So it wasn't that big. It was a few days ago. On the flip side, the Kraken are playing their third road game in 4 days. So it's a terrible spot for the Kraken in this one if you're looking at situationals and scheduling. Granted, they were in Carolina, they were in Raleigh, then they went to Long Island, and now they're in New Jersey. So there's that. The Kraken have been decent. They're 500, and this is a spot that usually I like to fade the Devils in because they're big. I don't want to back the Devils as big favorites. That's generally not a spot I'm looking to back them. So ultimately, it's a no play again for me here in this one. I just think it's no play on the side. I want to move on this over 6. I want to see what type of line I can get on this over 6 because I do think this team should be a 6.5. at the very least. So let me see what this 6 would be. It would be 6 minus 110 overall on Bet365. So, sign me up for that. Seattle, New Jersey, over 6 in this game. Over 6 for me. My gut says Leafs and under. That's nice. Yeah. Devils smash. Devils money line parlay with the over 4.5 to get plus money. That's not a bad way of going at it as well. Jesper Bratt, 1+ assists. Jack Hughes, 1+ goals. There you go. Devils money line. Don't trust the Devils minus 1.5. Yeah, that's fair. Minus 110 for minus 1.5. Easy money. Kraken are scoring goals. Shane right on fire. There you go. Devils money line over 6 parlays plus 161. There's no such thing as easy money. Never anything as easy money. Let's head to this one here, which I would usually be looking to fade one of these teams here, but I can't get to that in this spot. Now, I'm not betting this game in general because you guys know my opinion on Pittsburgh, and I want approximately 0 Pittsburgh bets this year. But there's no way I'm laying a number with the New York Rangers right now. Just not going to happen. Even though, yes, they've dominated these Pittsburgh Penguins. They've won 5 of the last 6 matchups, 7 of the last 10. They have lost, though, 6 of their last 7 games. Their only win was a 1-goal win against the Montreal Canadiens. They're coming off of a 5-1 loss against New Jersey Devils in their last game. That was all the way on the second. So maybe they show up here. Maybe this is the Rangers' first period puck line. I have no interest in the Rangers whatsoever at this number, though. Not a chance. And on the flip side, I don't want Pittsburgh ever. Yes, they're on a 4-game winning streak. Yeah, cool. But this is then just a spot where I don't bet against the Penguins. Does not mean I'm going to be betting on them, but I will not be fading them at the moment until they start to lose hockey games again. So for me, no play in this game. Not interested in the Rangers at this number. Not interested in the Penguins ever this year. So there we go. I hit yesterday with the Lightning. Cool. Pens money line. Pens plus 168. Rangers smash. Might as well play it safe. Pens plus 1.5. Crosby 1+ assist. Russ 1+ goals. Pens money line plus 775. Wow. Pens should be favored. Current form, I kind of agree with that. Rangers puck line plus 130. Rangers look are just so disjointed, knowing they are all on the trade block. Yeah, they've not been good. Rickard Rakell goal. There you go. And then the cracking game over 6. Yeah, I'm on the same page there. Malkin point as well. All right, let's keep it going. 3 games left. This one kind of caught my attention here. We have the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Vancouver Canucks. Not a good spot for the Jackets, though, because I wanted Columbus in this game. I wanted to find a way to back Columbus in this game. However, they're coming in off of a second half of a back-to-back and a 3rd game in 4 days. They played last night against Edmonton. They played on the 3rd against Calgary. They played on the 1st against Chicago. So this will be their 4th game in 6 days as well, all on the road. A lot of travel there for these Columbus Blue Jackets. Should this line be as wide as it is, though, I kind of want to take a shot with Columbus here. I'm not high on this Vancouver team. You look at what the advanced numbers for the Vancouver Canucks are. 2.44 expected goals for per game, 2.98 against. This has been, over the last 10 days, they're a bad team. Now the Blue Jackets, 2.88 and 2.92, so they're slightly below average. But I don't think the Canucks should be laying minus 230 at all, especially a team that is 3-8 on the money line here at home. I know this is a terrible spot for Columbus, but I want to take a shot with them here in this spot. They're coming in off of a loss. I think this Columbus team may be better than people think. Plus 190 to fade the Canucks at home. I am not high on this Canucks team whatsoever right now. Give me Columbus at plus 190. I'm going to take a shot with the dog here. Yes, I realize it is not a good spot for these Blue Jackets. But at this number, I have to take a shot with it. I just have to. So no action for me in this one. Or my bad, not no action. I'm going to take a shot with the dog in this game here. Blue Jackets at plus 190. I'll take a shot. Caps and Reg plus 195. Nice Lex, there you go. Columbus plus 1.5. Vancouver smash. Vancouver is the Rangers of the West. That's like the over 6. Drew and I are living in opposite world. Yep. I don't have any bets in this game. Wow. Lankinen. All right, cool. Jackets have been giving up a lot of goals lately. Yeah. I don't know if the Canucks are a team to take advantage of that, though, honestly. I don't know. Yeah. Pass. Elias Pettersson might have a day. I could see that. Taylor Swift across the street in Vancouver. Who cares? DeBrusk could have a day. Could see that. We'll move on to the Minnesota Wild taking on the Anaheim Ducks. The Wild are minus 215 favorites in this game with a total of 5.5. Now, I don't want the Wild at this number. I'm very high on the Wild this year. I think the Wild have a really good chance at winning their division. I don't think they should be minus 215 on the road. And this game, I have this game projected for 5.9 goals, so I thought this should be more of a 6 than a 5.5. One thing that is also keeping me off of the Minnesota Wild is they're dealing with some injuries. A couple of their top guys, Jonas Brodin and Matt Zuccarello, are out this game. Leo Carlson's day-to-day, though, for Anaheim. Vakanainen is out. So is McGinn. So is Fabry. So both teams dealing with injuries. Ultimately, it'd be a lean towards an over in this game, but not at minus 125, minus 130 for the over 5.5. I think that line is probably correct. No play here for me. I'll root for the Wild because I have futures on them. Other than that, I don't think they should be this big a favorite. So, gun to head, I'd take a shot at the Ducks as a home dog, but not getting involved in this one. Fun fact, DeBrusk has 0 goals at home. There you go. Quack, Ducks, Wild smash, Drew, yeah. Wild 3-1. Kaprizov, anytime goal, Wild money line, same game parlay. There you go. Ducks plus 171. Ducks got better goaltending. Right now, if it's Fleury, yeah. If it's Gustafsson, no. Wild will play the Ducks good. The Wild have played the Ducks really well. They've won 9 of the last 10 matchups against Anaheim. But this Anaheim team's been dog shit. So it's what it is. Move on to the final game of the night. The Dallas Stars and the Vegas Golden Knights. Stars minus 120 favorites, total 6 in this game. I think this line's pretty spot on. I do have the Stars as a favorite in this game around minus 130, minus 135. So, yeah, I guess actually, no, around minus 120. My bad. I read my spreadsheet incorrectly. And I have this game projected for 6.18 goals. At a minus 115, I'm interested a little bit in the Dallas Stars. Minus 115, minus 120 range. It's a lean towards Dallas in this game. Another game I just think is priced correctly. So, not a game I'm going to get involved with. So it looks like today it's just going to be Blue Jackets money line and the over in the Kraken game, and that's it. Yeah, not a huge card for me really at all today. Pass here for me with just a lean towards the Stars to end the night. But that is everything for today's card. Let me quickly put my Cappertek in the chat. If you guys are looking, or if you guys want follow me on my Cappertek, let me know as well. You get a week free of my plays. So yeah, it's clearly going to be Flower, probably. VGK money line has moved a lot to Stars. Wow. Yeah, I'm fading the Stars today. Fair. Lean Vegas, but pass. Vegas money line. Jack Eichel over 1.5 points. VGK money line plus 319. There you go. It was a pick 'em last night. Everyone on Vegas, and I hate the Stars. Stars money line though. Fair. What do you want in college football? Western Kentucky, and then tomorrow Penn State and Iowa State. Yeah. They'd be letting me down lately. Yeah, true. There's my Cappertek. Sidney Crosby over half a point. Jack Hughes 1+ points. Eichel 1+ points. Plus 181. There you go. Drew and I are the opposite in every NHL game. Wow. That's crazy. Drew not fading the Stars. He's fading the chat. Yeah. Western Kentucky line movement is crazy. I took the over. Yeah, I just thought that line's just too wide. And Jayville State should not be laying that type of number. But that's everything for today's card. Want to thank you guys as always for watching, and we'll catch you guys same time, same place tomorrow for another edition of the Sports Bet Show. Good luck, everyone.